First is resources. What is resource? It is the source or the supply from which we get benefited in some way. There are two types of resources. One is natural resource and other is man-made resource. The natural resource that we obtain from nature, such as wind, soil, water and air, and man-made resources are made by the human for their consumption. They are not available naturally. Now, natural resources are of two types: inexhaustible natural resource and exhaustible natural resource. The inexhaustible natural resource that occur unlimited amount in nature and they do not get exhausted by human activities such as air and sunlight. And exhaustible natural resources, they occur in nature but in limited amount. So these resources get exhausted by human activities and might disappear altogether or take hundreds or thousands of years to replenish. For example, forests, wildlife, minerals, coal, petroleum, natural gas, etc. Now, coal, petroleum and natural gases are exhaustible natural resources and they are fossil fuels. And what is fossil fuels? The fuels that we obtain from fossils. The fossils are the dead remains of the living organisms. And what is fuel? Fuel is a substance that releases large amount of energy in the form of heat and light when we burn it. For example, coal and petroleum are considered as fuel because when you burn it, it releases large amount of heat and light. Now there are three different types of fuels: solid, liquid and gas. The solid, it exists in the form of solid state at room temperature. For example, coal, wood, animal dung, charcoal, coke. The liquid exists in the form of volatile liquid. That means when we burn it, it forms vapors like petroleum, diesel, kerosene. And the gaseous fuels exist in the form of gas or mixture of different gaseous fuels. For example, natural gas, biogas, CNG, coal gas. Now, first fossil fuel is coal. Coal is the fossil fuel that is formed from dead plant matter over millions of years due to heat and pressure. Okay, so how coal is formed? Before the dinosaurs, many giant plants die in the swamps. Over 100 million years ago, these dead giant plants are covered with dirt, sand and all. They are generally buried under water and dirt. Then, under high pressure and heat, these dead plants generally converted into coal. So over millions of years, coal is formed through biological and geological processes on dead and decaying plant matter. Coal mainly contains carbon and the process of conversion of dead vegetation into coal is known as carbonization. Coal comes from coal mine. Now uses of coal, it is used as fuel to cook food, used in thermal power plants to produce electricity, used as fuel in various industries, once used as fuel to run steam powered railway engines. Nowadays it is not used. When processed, coal yields coke, coal tar and coal gas, which in turn is used by many industries. So the major products of coal are: first is coke. It is tough, porous and black substance. It is the pure form of carbon. It is used in the manufacture of steel and in the extraction of many metals. And the processing of coal to get coke also yields coke gas. Next is coal tar. It is black thick liquid with unpleasant smell. It is a mixture of about 200 substances, yields many products that are used as raw material in the manufacture of drugs, explosives, naphthalene balls, perfume, synthetic dyes, paints, plastics, roofing materials, photographic materials, etc. Earlier, coal tar was used for metaling the roads, but nowadays bitumen, which is a petroleum product, is used for this purpose. Coal gas, it is the byproduct that is formed when we process coal to get coke. It is used in many industries as fuel, mainly used as heat source and not as light source. Once it was used for street lighting. It was used for this purpose for the first time in London in the year 1810 and for the first time in New York in 1820. Thank you.